Hello and welcome to episode 24 of the Almost Awesome Esports podcast. As always, I am your host tonight, Ben, and with me I have my co-host, Tyron. How are you tonight, Tyron? That is correct. And after a 2-week break, Simon, how are you?
I am good.
So tonight's episode was introduced to us by Force by Alan Walker. A link will be left in the description. So with that out of the way, let's jump straight into the news. And this week, or actually yesterday from recording tonight, was the end of the MLG Anaheim, and Optic Gaming took out first place for the Call of Duty championships, which was actually pretty predictable. I mean, Optic Gaming was one of the top tier teams in the actual finals, and Formal took out the MLG Anaheim MVP honors. So congrats to him for playing pretty strongly throughout the tournament. There was a big upset with the controllers this year, with PlayStation 4. With the PlayStation 4 controller's Bluetooth causing what they recorded as, multiple syncing. Where the controller was trying to sync to multiple devices throughout the tournament, causing the players to slightly turn slower than what they were asking for. This is a big upset for PlayStation, as it's their first year hosting for the MLG tournament and COD World League in general. So we're going to see some more big upsets coming throughout if they do not get on top of this.
This is where we have to say Xbox is greater than PS4.
I've got to agree with you. I'm not too big on the PlayStation, but I am leaning towards some of their titles, which might convince me to buy one.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit later.
With MLG Anaheim moving out of the way for the moment, we got Rocket League news this week, and it's the announcement of the update coming for June 20th. As for anything competitive side, there's nothing going too much. Only some pre-works up into the new season, which is also coming on the 20th. And with the 20th update, we've got Rocket League's biggest update yet, the Neo Tokyo update, which is going to bring out a revamped Cyberpunk stadium. I think it was Cosmic from the previous game of Rocket League, being remapped and retextured, so it looks pretty sick. Whether we're going to see it in competitive play, Rocket League has not come out and announced it yet. With the update, we're also going to see, as mentioned in a previous podcast, the skill reset as well as the rewards. There's also going to be the release of the physical copy, so some new cars and some new tactics are definitely coming out. So with that little bit of sketch of news, we're moving over to Tyron with the League of Legends.
Cheers, Ben. So Kikis, the top laner for G2, has moved to the sub position after pretty much forcing the team to move away from a 6-man roster. Expect moves into the starting top lane position. And a little closer to home, Paradise from Avant-Garde has been suspended for 2 OPL matches for participating in an unsanctioned tournament, and attempting to hide his name by playing with an undeclared account. This sounds like something you would do, Ben.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, no, I probably wouldn't do that, Tyron. To be honest with you, I like playing competitive. I'm not gonna fuck around like that.
If you had the skills, you would.
If I had the skills, probably.
There we go. Right, his username is WhiteRavenX. You can ban him as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Over in North America, we've got TSM and Team Envious sitting on top of the ladder, with Cloud9 and Immortals just behind. If we look at the bottom there, CLG sitting in 9th place, with Phoenix 1 expected in last place. If we move over to Europe, we've got G2 still sitting on top with 10 points, with H2K and Fnatic just behind. Down the bottom of the ladder, we have Team Vitality and, unexpectedly, Team Origin. Moving to Korea now, and SKT have proven their dominance, sitting on top with 5 series wins, with Samsung just behind at 4-1. Down the bottom, ESC Ever and MVP sit in tied for 8th, with CJ Entus down the bottom in last. Move over to China now, and in Group A we've got EDG sitting on top, followed by Snake Esports, with Saint Gaming sitting at the bottom at 0-4. In Group B we have Royal Never Give Up doing as they have for the for the first half of the year, sitting in first place, with Team WE playing their very, very slow, methodical games, sitting in second. Down the bottom, we've got LGD sitting in fifth, and OMG sitting in last place. The LMS, the Taiwan region, also started this week. Hong Kong Esports sits on top, with J-Team, AHQ, and Flashwolf sitting just behind. Down the bottom, we've got Team Mist and Extreme Gamers. And finally, a little closer to home in the OPL, we've got Legacy sitting on top at 3-0, tied with Chiefs, with Direwolves and Tainted Minds just behind. Hellions and Sin Gaming sit at the bottom at 0-3. Quite unexpected considering we've got a few new teams in there with Abyss and Tainted Minds both doing relatively well. With that, we'll move over to Simon to talk about... what is that? Oh,
God's Game.
Scum.
Yes.
Talk about Scum.
Smite.
Oh, Smite. Talk about Smite. Sorry, Simon. Smite.
Ha ha ha. Alright, so in the international scene, the Season 3 SPL split wrapped up, and in Europe, Panthera took first, followed by Paradigm in second, and Hungry for More in third. North America turned out similar, with Enemy in first, and Team Eager and Saw coming in tied scores, putting them in tied second. These standings dictate the next major of sorts, which is happening in DreamHack Summer on the 18th of June to the 21st. The teams participating, Enemy, Saw, Team Eager, Panthera, Paradigm, and Hungry for More. Chaos Latin Gamers from Latin America, Oh My God A from China, and Red Canids from Brazil. Unfortunately, Oceania isn't participating in this tournament. Speaking of which, the week 2 of the OPL finished up last weekend, with Pandemonium beating out Avant-Garde 2-0, Insight beating Tainted Minds 2-0, Deadweight beating Llamas in Pajamas 2-0, and then also, in week 3, happened over during their break from last week, Llamas in Pajamas beat Tainted Minds 2-0, Insight tied with Avant-Garde going 1-1, and Deadweight beat Pandemonium 2-0. Unfortunately, Tainted Minds disbanded a few days ago, with their spot in the OPL being given to Team Yandir. So it seems that Tainted Minds disbanded due to some complications with their team roster, I guess, and also their poor performance in the last couple of weeks of the OPL. It's sad to see that, because they came out last split as being the second best team in OCE, and now being knocked out after going 6-0 is pretty difficult, and then just disbanding after that. So, well, we'll have to see what happens with Team Yandir and see what's happening with that. So, to some CSGO news right now. So, the ESL 1 Cologne 2016 is happening soon on the 5th to the 10th of July. The 16 teams that are playing are Luminosity, Fnatic, G2, FaZe, Mousesports, Gambit, Flipside, Optic, Envious, Navi, NIP, VP, Astralis, Liquid, CLG, and Dignitas. So that should be cool to see, actually, because a lot of these teams, such as Fnatic, we haven't really seen in a major scene in a while, because they decided to not come to the last major, and Luminosity.
No, they were at the last major. They just got eliminated really early.
I thought they just didn't.
No, they were top 8 at MLG Columbus. They made top 8, and then they got knocked out by Team Liquid, I believe.
Oh, okay. So, well, there you go then. So, it should be so good to see Fnatic at least get to the finals. Luminosity, I'm thinking will get to the finals as well.
No, sorry, they got knocked out by Astralis.
Well, there you go. It doesn't really matter. They didn't make it to the top. I see the VP. I'm not sure about them, because they haven't been really showing up lately. They're being beaten by a lot of the lower tier teams. Yeah, they haven't really shown up, really, have they?
They've had a few good tournaments the last couple of months, so Virtus Pro will be one to watch. Other than that, I think out of the legends, the teams from the top 8 from Columbus, I think Navi and probably Luminosity are the two teams to watch. With, as you said before, Fnatic getting Olofmeister coming back is a massive improvement. So I think they're your 3 teams there to watch.
Yeah.
Any ideas on the challenges?
I think Envious definitely is going to be a big team to watch, because they've been very good in a long time ago they're very good, but they haven't really shown up recently. I think Dignitas has been playing very well, because their whole they've gotten Cajun B in the last few weeks. He's got KHB, MSL is pretty good, and I think they've beat out C9 in the offline qualifiers, so that should be good to see them play. I'm also thinking maybe Gambit, who has not really been a big team, but they're full of like very different players, so I think they might come out well. I'm also always good to see Mouse Sports, to see Chris J always come out with that sniper. He's very fun to watch, and that's probably, I'm gonna pick Mouse Sports, Envious, Dignitas. Probably is my three to pick in the lower bracket.
I mean, I'm looking at the group stages here, and it kind of looks like Group B is the group of death. You've got Luminosity, Fnatic, FaZe, and G2.
Yeah, that's going to be a
pretty much match. To me, it seems like it's pretty much guaranteed Luminosity and Fnatic are going to go through.
Yeah, I think unless FaZe Clan and G2 can pull out some crazy strat that just knocks them out straight away, I think it's pretty.
I think that's pretty
bad.
Group of death.
Yeah.
Other than that, the rest look rather open. I mean, Group C, you've got Astralis, which seem to always make the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, but not much further. But then you've got CLG, Gambit, and Team Dignitas, where it's like, I could see any of them making it forward to the round of 8.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards like Dignitas over CLG, because I think that Dignitas will be able to like pull out some crazy strat, and CLG's good, but I don't think they're like top level yet.
Yeah,
I'm not sure they're like number 1 yet.
That's the same as Group D. I mean, you've got Na'Vi, NIP, Optic, and Flipside. It's like Flipside's pretty much your dead last. Out of the other 3, though, you've kind of got, it could be, I see Na'Vi taking first, and then out of Optic and NIP, it's like either, depending on, Flipside have been the team to take quite a few upset victories in the past.
It's true.
So we'll have to see what they do there.
I just want to say on that, I think maybe for that whole like group, I think Na'Vi and NIP are very different, because NIP could pull it out if they show up on the day. I'm not sure. They've been pretty like inconsistent in the last few weeks. They're on the last couple majors and the last couple tournaments. They like some days they come out really well, and other days they just get knocked out by the simplest of teams.
Yeah, I think it all depends on which NIP shows up on the day.
Yeah, that's definitely it. That'll dictate the rest of that group. So so that's I think that's it for CS:GO for today, and that's we're gonna go over to Ben.
Thanks, Simon. So not only was MLG one of the big events happening this week, but also E3, one of the biggest gaming conventions in the world, where your mass companies come out and showcase what they're going to be bringing out in the future to come, what's going to be their big surprise to try and knock over the competition come Christmas time. And Bethesda's come out and announced Quake Champions. Not only just the game, but also esports support. Now, with that coming in, we're going to see some pretty huge teams coming across and banding together what might be an old esport being reborn. And speaking of teams, in the past week, Spanish football club Valencia CF announced a new team, and not of footballers, but of video gamers. The giant European soccer team at the moment have not announced what the team is for, but as of this week, it's official. Esports team owned by a soccer company.
They're not the first. There have been a few others. You've got FC Schalke 04, recently acquiring elements in the EULCS. And have any of you seen the news of Manchester United trying to get an Overwatch team?
I heard about that.
I've heard of that, but I didn't see anything come out of it.
I haven't seen what's come out of it yet. I know that Manchester United and Fnatic were going against each other trying to sign a team. I'm not sure on the result on that yet.
Oh, well, there we go. So it seems like there's still some more news on this topic to come. And with the news out of the way this week, we move over to our 1 minute quickie. And have you guys got some questions for us tonight?
Yes, I do. I've got a quick question for you guys. So, Ben, you were just talking about E3. Slightly off esports here for a second. What is your favourite announcement of E3?
Ooh, that's really hard. I mean, I'm all big for the whole Battlefield and all the rest. It's already been announced, but they showcased it. I don't know. There's so many good titles, but we just had Mirror's Edge come out. We've just had Overwatch come out. There's too many choices really to look from at the moment. We still get to see some publishers bring out anything at the moment, so I'm still waiting to make a final judgment. How about you, Simon?
I haven't really seen much that I've been really excited for. I think that there's been a couple of videos like Dishonored 2 I'm really excited for, and I've seen some more little gameplay from that. Looks pretty nice.
Which game was that, sorry?
Dishonored 2.
Oh, yep.
It looks nice. I'm also looking forward to something like Dead Rising 4 looks alright.
Yeah.
There's also some things like Prey is cool. I haven't seen really much of that, but it looks alright. And then also, I guess everyone's all excited for, the Skyrim on Xbox One and PS4, which is, the remaster of Skyrim, which everyone's all oh, PlayStation, PCs had that forever, you could just add different things, but yes, and not everyone has a beast PC that can mod Skyrim, so chill out.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm excited for, to see people, get back into Skyrim and see more Skyrim videos of things, because there's not been a lot recently, because it's been... Well, everyone's been playing Fallout 4.
Well, the game is kind of old.
Yeah, well, it's still better than most RPGs recently.
Yes and no.
But
It's better than most Ubisoft games, which are to me, Ubisoft games are essentially the same game, just with another skin of paint over it.
Speaking of Ubisoft, I'm really looking forward to what's the fucking Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs 2, it looks absolutely amazing. From the preview that I've seen so far, it looked a little bit repetitive. But
I mean, that's what the original
as
one
long
was.
as they got, as long as there's some content, I don't mind.
I liked the first one. I liked Watch Dogs 1, and I liked it because it was just different, and you could do hacking and stuff, and it was fun. But that was just because it was open world, and I liked open world games.
Fair enough.
I mean, we've still got massive titles like Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. The Elder Scrolls Legends. There's a remake of Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I mean, it's practically what PC's had for the last how many years?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Fallout Shelter coming to PC. There's not really big surprise behind that one.
Meh.
FIFA 17 as per every fucking year. Forza Horizon 3 looks pretty sick. There is some rumors that it's not coming to PC, but at the same time, they just announced that they were going to bring titles to Windows 10, so, I mean, fucking make up your mind, will you? There's just heaps of titles just coming out. Halo Wars 2, the open beta has only just come out after the announcement the other day, so that's pretty sick. Just go through the list. There's 165 titles that's just been released.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait for the rest of the different talks to come out, because I think Nintendo's still got their talk to do tomorrow, and I think Rockstar's one's tomorrow as well. So we'll just find out what they do and go from there.
Incoming
GTA 6 ? Question mark?
No, Red Dead Redemption 2,
Definitely.
please.
I don't even know if they're gonna do that.
Please.
I don't even know if they're gonna do that.
They better. Although the one thing that all of you missed through that whole thing, probably the best moment from E3 for me, was at Sony's press conference when they were talking about one of the most well-known developers of all time.
Rare?
Kojima walks down,
Oh, right.
and Kojima stands there, everyone's clapping, and all he has to say is, "I'm back."
Woo!
Followed by Twitter
You mean
going
also got
crazy with the hashtag fuck Konami.
Yeah.
His new game looks really, really weird, though. Did either of you see the trailer for it?
That's what happened. That's what happens.
I think
when you
I've
take
seen.
drugs.
I think I've seen the some concept art or some screenshots from it on Facebook, but I don't think I've actually seen the full trailer yet.
It's really, really awkward. It's pretty much a typical, Kojima game.
Of course.
As awkward as 100-foot robot golf that's coming to the PS4.
What?
They already announced. Sony announced there's a game coming out called 100-foot robot golf.
I did not see that.
Oh, it's here. It's been announced. It's official.
And
As well as every weeaboo's dream Attack on Titans coming to the PS4, Xbox One, PC, PS Vita, and the PS3.
Woohoo! Attack on Titan is good. Anyway, shall we move on to the next question?
I think we should.
Oh yeah, Rule 34. I mean,
I agree.
I agree.
On that note, I'm going to go use Rule 34.
Woo! All right, Simon, do you have a question for us this week?
I do.
Try and keep it in a 1 minute fucking timeline that we've been trying to go with.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Just gonna have to go with my question is today is what kind of pizza do you guys enjoy? And also deep pan or no deep pan? There is a correct answer
Well,
to
I'm
this.
gluten free, so I don't have a fucking choice. It's either you get an alright pizza or you get quite literally bowel cancer. So both are quite good, in my opinion. I have to go for your normal pan base because gluten free don't offer deep pan, so I'm a bit disappointed with that one. But it's toss up between meat lovers or pepperoni. Both are amazing. What about you, Taran?
Probably the same. Meat lovers, pepperoni on a cheesy crust. Mwah.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
What about you, Simon?
I really enjoy the just good old $5 pepperoni pizza from Domino's
Yep.
Oh, so good.
with a deep pan. Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah, you can't beat it for
Lovely.
$5.
No, for $5, it's just bargain.
Although, when you get a really good meat lovers pizza that's like just meat on top of meat with more meat, oh, it's heaven.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Such a fat shit.
What?
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 Where is that?
I heard
my
part of
question
that.
For this,
No, you didn't.
so my question for this week is, if you had to spend one night, so after that disrupts, do you prefer the feeling of a Xbox One controller or a PS4 controller?
Xbox One for sure. The controller
Yeah.
is like perfection.
Yeah, it's a nice controller. It's got weight to it, especially with the Pro controller.
Oh yeah, the Xbox One Elite. I went out and brought that the other week. It is so good.
$150 for that?
Yeah.
Oh wow. What a
Ooh.
waste.
I wish I had that sort of money to spend.
Alrighty, so with the 1 minute quickie out of the way, we're going to move over to, well, we don't have a main topic this week, so Taran's gone ahead and done the honours of writing up, is it 10 questions?
Yeah, so we've essentially extended the 1 minute quickie to a set of 10 would you rather questions. So
It's
my
a
first
10-minute longie.
Huh?
It's the 10-minute longie.
10 minute longy? Alrighty.
I'm sure this will end up slightly longer than 10 minutes. And
Alrighty,
actually, we should have had 12 questions, and we could have called it the foot long.
Oh.
the foot long.
Oh my god, that's
Alrighty.
perfection.
So I'm going to take off with the first question. Guys, bow tie or a normal tie?
Just a normal tie.
Yeah. I think bow ties are too difficult to tie up.
They're too fancy. Unless you're like wearing something, really, really, like you're wearing the suit for it. You can't. It doesn't fit. Whereas a tie you can sort of just wear with a normal shirt.
Yeah, that's true. I have to prefer the bow tie. Oh, not the bow tie. The normal tie, because the bow tie is just like, when I see bow tie, I think butler or something along those lines. And when you think normal tie, it's fairly formal. It's more to the occasion.
So bow tie you think servant, tie you think professional.
Tie professional, bow tie is more of a occupation.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway,
Simon, do you want to take over the second question?
Sure. So, we've got a question tailored for Taran here. We've got Taylor Swift or Katy Perry.
you all know my answer to that, so I am not going to respond.
I'm gonna bang both. I mean, I like Katy Perry's music. Taylor Swift's a bit like, I broke up with my boyfriend. Here's my next album.
What's wrong with
Alright.
that? You'll have an entire album dedicated to you.
Oh,
Fuck
but
yes.
but he'll have like 11 albums that he'll make because Ben's always breaking up with all his boyfriends.
My
Ooh.
boyfriends.
Well,
He was only 12 inches.
only. Holy shit! What are you used to in that mouth of yours?
You heard Simon. It's regular, alright? I'm on the go.
Oh my god, this has gone too far.
Darren, question 3.
Anyway,
Wait, no, you didn't ask me. You didn't ask me. You asked me.
go on, Simon.
Yes, Simon.
My answer for Taylor Swift or Katy Perry is Infinite Annihilator.
No, that you can't have that as an
Infinite
answer.
Warfare.
You got to pick
That's my
yourself
answer.
one.
No, I'm picking Infinite Annihilator.
That's just bitching it. You can't bitch it.
No, you have to spend one night with Taylor Swift or Katy Perry, and your reward is to spend the next night with Jessica Negri.
What about
So fucking take a choice.
Oh no.
It's well worth it.
I don't
It's worth it.
because they'll just fucking talk. Am I able to bring duct tape?
No, they sing you one song.
Oh,
Yeah, they sing you one song before they lay by you in bed.
Probably Taylor Swift, because I could just be like, all right, that's enough. Sing you some freaking country music. You wank.
You just say go to the old music, the original stuff, the good stuff.
What, the fucking country music?
Yeah,
I ain't
like
no
the first
country
album.
person. You're
The country music is good. It's
No,
like
not.
the
country
the
music.
original
I
music
ain't no
was like
bogan.
the best music.
I ain't no bogan. That's Ben.
Fuck me. Fuck you guys. Anyway,
I'm a bogan, I'm a queer, I'm a Jew.
we also refer to you as a Queenslander, which is all of the above.
Oh, but Queenslanders are actually better than New South Wales.
You wish.
I'd say,
Oh, who was
you're
the
closer
one?
to
Who
Tasmania,
was
so
the-
I wouldn't be talking.
Oh, Taryn.
Yeah, but
who
I don't
was-
fuck my cousin, so it's fine.
Oh, Taryn.
Will be soon.
Who was
Hang
the
on, my
one
door.
that won?
Back in a sec. Sorry, guys.
Oh my god. I was gonna say who was the one that won Origin week 1, but
Alrighty, Taran, question 3.
So moving a little back on topic, we've got Dota 2 or Heroes of the Storm. These are the two MOBAs that I don't think either of us play too much of. Any of us, I should say.
Any of us. I'll start off. I'm gonna say Heroes of the Storm. I've played Dota 2. It's not too bad of a game, but I just feel like fucking killing myself after every match. But I've heard good things about Heroes of the Storm, so I'm pretty keen to actually download it and get into it. It's practically like League of Legends, but instead of buying items, it's more like skill tree.
yeah.
I'm kind of
That's
with Ben. Heroes of the Storm is much easier to play. It's like a face roll version of League, but not really. I really enjoy it as an offside game. Not that I play too much of it though.
I've played it probably about 3 or 4 hours of it. It's pretty fun. It's nice because you don't have to worry about like items and item building and etc. You can really be. It's very beginner friendly because you can just go straight into it and just do skill trees.
Yeah, if you feed, you can come back pretty
Yeah,
easily.
very easily.
And you can have one person carry the game if they have to.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a different change. It's very different change to a lot of the other games that we're playing.
Yeah. Ben, you got the next question for us?
I do. This is going back for old childhood's sake. Pokemon or Digimon?
Gotta catch 'em all.
STDs.
Yeah.
Ben, you fucking win that bet. I'm not even gonna try. Not even gonna try. You and Hitler have got this shit.
He's my homeboy.
Oh god.
It's all getting cut. This is all getting cut.
If you
Half
cut it all,
a
we're
second
gonna end
of a
up.
beep.
If you cut the whole lot,
Okay.
we're gonna end up with like a 2-minute episode.
No, stop fucking up
Alright.
then.
It's bad.
Simon, your opinion on this one?
Dude, Pokemon, I reckon, is probably better than Digimon because Digimon's just fake and fake in this.
Pokemon is like the best thing. Like out of anything that's mentioned tonight on any of these lists, it's number 1.
Is it though?
Over your Taylor Swift affection?
Oh wait, no, hang on, no, number two. She is.
You're
yeah,
so
I'm gonna have
fucking
to go.
weird.
I'm gonna have to go on the fucking hype train with this one and go for Pokemon as well.
How is it weird? Nothing wrong with the music.
Yeah, but you're like
Nothing right with it either.
infatuated with her.
I'm not. Only when I'm on here with you guys, because you guys fucking keep pushing it.
I wish I could see your fucking Rule 34 results.
Would you like me to show you my hidden folder?
Yes, please. Anyway, Simon, question 4.
Staying on the whole like childhood anime bullshit. Yu-Gi-Oh or Duel Masters. Personally, I don't know what the fuck Duel Masters is, so Yu-Gi-Oh.
Do you not remember Duel Masters?
No, I'm not that old.
You're not much younger than me.
Not much. Yeah, still, you guys are fucking weird. You guys are all like, "Oh, Duel Masters, what the fuck that was?" I remember, I remember like Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon were kind of like close.
This guy.
I was a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh. I actually went back and started watching the first very original season again, and that shit's fucking dark. I didn't realize at the time that fucking
Yeah.
Yugi was challenging people to the fucking Shadow Realm, and if you lose, you lost your fucking soul. Like, how deep is that shit?
Yeah, I kind of didn't
Don't
realize
do
when I
so.
was like 10 that, if you lost a duel, you pretty much died. Like, that's not a kid's show.
Yeah, no, it's
Except in
lock 'em out
Japan.
to the max.
Except in Japan.
Oh, yeah,
You can get
fucking-
away with that in Japan.
No, you can fucking send sieges over fucking air, and it's great.
Yeah, that's Pokemon
They
for
love
you.
that shit.
Fucking Japanese.
And Tyron,
Was it
so your final decision was Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Alright, 6. So with that now, on to the next question.
Moving away from Japanese anime here for a second, we've got 2 first-person shooter MOBA games that are out this year, I believe. We've got
Hope
Overwatch,
so.
which has just come out, and Paladins, which is in beta at the moment. For me, I've played about 10 hours of Paladin, about 30-ish hours of Overwatch, and I actually like the gameplay of Paladins a lot more than Overwatch, but it'll be interesting to see how well supported it is. What about you, Simon?
I think Overwatch is very team-based, like, which is also what Paladins is. But I think that Overwatch is more simple to, like, is more needed for like hero switching and stuff like that, because every character really has a counter. But I think Paladins, because you can't change characters and you have to like stick with your own one, it's more balanced with every other character. Like every other character can beat another character.
Yeah.
There's no hard counters to anything. So
Yeah.
that's I think Paladins, when they get OCE servers, will be better than Overwatch. But currently Overwatch is still like the best one because it's better for ping issues.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, the Overwatch gameplay does seem a lot smoother than the Paladins, but at the same time, I've yet to make up a decision. I'm contemplating buying Overwatch very soon. I'm not sure whether I'm just gonna wait it out and see if the price drops or just jump onto this hype train. But at the same time, Paladins looks very interesting and looks like it's got a fair bit of potential behind it. Like you are both saying, Paladins gameplay seems to go a lot smoother than Overwatch. So I'm gonna have to try and join onto the beta and see if I can get my hands on the actual fucking gameplay myself. But my verdict will have to go for Overwatch at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Fair enough. Anyway, next question, Ben.
2 fan favorites: Fnatic or Cloud9?
Well, we all know Simon's answer to this, so
Yeah.
that answer doesn't count.
Yeah, definitely TSM.
Oh.
You both
I'm
got
sorry. I'm very sorry. Fnatic seems like the stronger team, but C9 seems like the more enjoyable team. I do like watching C9 sneaky streams. So
I was gonna say, Ben, I think you're doing a little bit of a C9 sneaky to us right now.
I am doing a little bit of C9 sneaky. So I'm gonna have to go with entertainment over anything else on this one. So Cloud9 for me.
Yeah, and Simon, I assume you're Cloud9 as well because
All the way, because I don't even know why I'm a fan of him. I just like Cloud9.
you like watching people lose because it's something you can relate to.
Yeah, pretty much actually. It's very true.
Choking.
Now I
all
know
that
how
sort of
my
shit.
mother feels every time I come home and she realizes I'm still a fucking disappointment.
Yep.
Yep. She's also good at choking.
Nice.
I couldn't even get the rest of my line out without laughing. I'm sorry. See,
Simon?
I am the opposite to you guys. I am much more Fnatic sided. I really like the way Fnatic plays, mainly League, but just them as an organization, they always seem to be able to come back, and even when they have things go against them, like when they lost their entire roster, they built a new roster and they ended up making the semi-finals at Worlds. They just seem like they have a better organization. Next question, Simon?
So 2 like celebrity-ish people that will that are going to like they're in esports right now: Shaquille O'Neal or Rick Fox.
For me, it's Rick Fox, just because I'm a real supporter of Echo Fox. Oh, shit. Okay. That's better.
Oh.
Centipede. All right, so that's I think for me too. I think Shaquille O'Neal over Rick Fox, because really I know more about Shaquille O'Neal than I do about Rick and Fox. Like
Really?
Shaquille O'Neal is like he's Shaq, dude. He's Shaq. He's got like, sort of like a little fighting game called Shaq Fu. And I think that's so much better than Rick Fox, because he's like some washed up basketball player.
Yeah, but see, Rick Fox is like, he's built a much, much better esports legacy. And from
Has
what
he,
I've heard,
really?
he is sort of much more involved in his team.
Yeah, but
Like-
his team's fucking terrible.
No, they're not. What?
Yeah,
No.
fucking
hell
Echo
no.
Fox has
Echo
been.
Fox.
Echo Fox in CS:GO is shit.
They've pretty much...
CSGO. That's like that one part that we don't talk about.
To be fair, in CSGO, they're an American team, and most American teams are shit.
It's true, but they've got some good players like Mo and Strong Airs, but still.
I don't know. I prefer Echo Fox and sort of Rick Fox just because from what I've heard, he's much, much more involved in the team, and he sort of wants to build the players up to be, you know, the coaches and the analysts of the future, rather than Shaquille O'Neal, who's like, here's money, I'm done.
Yeah, well, money makes the world go round.
Yeah, of course it does.
I'm a bit iffy on this one. Shaq, he's dedicating actually a bit of money trying to get the stadium going with the official esports stadium that backs up as a basketball stadium as well. But at the same time, we've got, well, as Tyron said, Rick Fox leaving the whole Echo Fox legacy behind. That's really hard. I really appreciate what Rick has done to the community, but at the same time, Shaq's also putting in a fairly big input into the esports community as it is. It's really hard. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm gonna have to go with Shaq on this one. Okay, so for the final question is, do we want to see future games go, well, future or back in the past? We've seen coming out this year, Advanced Warfare going further ahead in the future, but at the same
Isn't it
time,
Infinite
Battlefield's
Warfare?
1 going further back.
It's Infinite Warfare, firstly, and secondly, I think those games where they show the history in like Battlefield 1 and all those games back from the day, like Battlefield, Bad Company Vietnam was a good game because it really showed the history and you could go back and look at that thing. I think that's much better than stuff people trying to like expect the future, because most of the time they're wrong, incredibly wrong, and no one really wants to play those games because they're just futuristic and boring.
See, I'm the opposite. I prefer the futuristic. I like looking into the future and seeing what's coming. So, like, we saw in the Infinite Warfare trailer, which we saw what looks like it's going to be probably one of the better Call of Duty storylines. Not that people play Call of Duty for the story very often anyway. But everyone complains and wants these games to innovate and do something new, and then when they do something new, it's like, don't do that.
This is really outside my comfort zone. I don't like it
Yeah.
kind of situation.
So we've all been begging, Call of Duty to do something different for years, and now they're doing something different. Everyone's like, this is too different. It's like, you can't please everyone, so just, enjoy. Just enjoy both. Just enjoy the lot of it.
I'm really keen on Infinite Warfare. I've actually been a fairly big fan of the Call of Duty series. Advanced Warfare was amazing. Really enjoyed it. So Infinite Warfare is pretty much my follow-up game, kind of like Black Ops 1 into Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3 was a bit but the transition into Black Ops 2 was amazing. So I'm hoping Infinite Warfare can do the exact same. They had a good prequel, so now the sequel's got to live up to its name. So that's the questions that we have for tonight. If you have any questions at home that you would like to ask us, feel free to shoot at our personal messages anytime. Tyron, where can we find you?
You can find me at my home. My address is Ben's Place.
Nice. Can confirm.
But if you want to, contact me online, you can find me on Twitter at AAE_Taran. You can find me on Steam at Kevin Ruddick. You can find me on League sometimes, Taboo 1108. You can find me at many, many other places. All the details will be left on our website. Ben?
You can find myself on Steam community / White Raven X. You can sometimes also find me on the League of Legends OC servers at White Raven X. You can find me on Twitter at AAE_Ben. What about you, Simon?
You can find me on Facebook at the Facebook page which is facebook.com/almostawesome esports. You can find us. You find me on my Steam, which is steamid.com, whatever it is, /AAE_Simon, and you can find us all our links are all on there, and you can add us on Twitter and follow us, and all their stuff is all on there as well. So, and you can also add me on that, and I'll come play some games with you. It'll be fun times. What else? I think that's it, really. What else should you do, Dan?
That's it. So, do you have any last words? Alright, so no final questions or anything for this afternoon. Thank you very much for listening to another podcast by us, and as always, stay awesome.
Chick chick boom.
Bye-bye.